What's going on, guys? There is a ton of events that have just launched in the game. It has taken me a little while to compile all of this now because we don't get enough information in the blogs now to do this. So sorry for the lateness of this video. But if you want to know how we're going to smash all these events free to play, then join me in this video. Okay, so first off, we are going to start with the Command Center events. Now we have the Harbinger, which is the month long, and then the Harbinger week 1. You'll see I've already done a little bit of this. This all seems quite simple. There are 3 tiers for the intel in the store, which hopefully we should be able to get to all of that. There's some nice T4 training modules there, or T4 ability modules there. There's some power cores and some L4 training modules as well. And then this is the big one, the intel here. There's 300,000 intel here for battling in raids with Hitmonkey, Silver Sable, and Daredevil. So if you have not yet called for Hitmonkey, obviously possibly wait until it is nearer the time just to see if we do get an event for Hitmonkey, but it's probably going to be pretty important this month to have Hitmonkey unlocked and built up so you can do the raid battles with him. Also, where it is concerned, Victoria Hand, Songbird, and Hyperion. All of these are going to be worthwhile getting. These are the Crimson Duelist Orb fragments that you're going to get here. These are G20 pieces. So I think that is well worth putting some cores in for these characters as well. The rewards for the Harbinger, you have 200 shards of Quasar available, and then there is also a ton of intel available for you. So that is quite nice as well. And obviously that intel will go back into the milestone there. We've also got the Harbinger week 1. We've got the battling in raids. You just need to do 8 raid battles per day. You need to gather intel, and again there are 3 tiers to this gathering of intel. 100,000, 200,000, and 300,000 for the week. We'll see how that does. I don't know whether that is going to be achievable or no. Then there's the Thunderbolt team in raid. So that should be quite simple if you've got the 2 reworks here. It's basically 7.5 raid battles with them. So hopefully that shouldn't be too hard. We will just double check that in a second. But that shouldn't be too hard at all. Opening your Armory 20, that is just 1 Armory 20 orb needed to open, and earning your Armory 20 is just earning 1 Armory 20, so that is not an issue either. And then we have the Victoria Hand at 5, 6, and 7 yellow stars, and this is where you're going to get those Shadow King Diamond Orb fragments from. There are 3 Shadow King Diamond Orbs on offer here for having Victoria Hand at 7 yellow stars. Okay, and then into the normal events. So we have Stolen Thunder. This is the leaderboard event. There is really, unless you have Victoria Hand at 5, 6, or 7 yellow stars from using power cores to unlock her, that is the only free-to-play way, is to earn Crimson Duelist Orb fragments from the arena rankings. Now, if you're in the top 100 free-to-play, you're going to be looking at 38,500 points. However, if you're in the top 10, you are going to get 59,500 points. Your to-do list to do this, obviously, is to get as high as you can in your arena shard and to go to the web store to collect your daily free claim, and I'll leave links to that in the description down below. So at top 100, you are going to get to milestone 15, which, yeah, okay. Milestone, if you are in the top 10, however, you will reach milestone 17, which does have some T3 L1 ions and some T3 ISO 8 basic orb fragments. They're still being a bit stingy on the old L4 training modules and stuff like that, though, where that's concerned in events. I'm guessing they are hoping that we will buy them from the Intel store. So that is that event, pretty simple. And here are the ranks for those of you who haven't got this in game yet, but basically it's 8,000 Crimson Duelist orbs, so 4 orbs a day from this one if you're in the top 10, going down to 1,000 orb fragments if you are in the top 6,000 to 10,000 players. So they really are trying to reward engagement in the game. There is 500 free claim points from the daily web milestone. Whether there is going to be any weekend web milestone points, extra points for this event, I do not know. That would be quite nice for some of the ranks if that is the case. And then we have the Alliance event, Red Justice, and this one is exactly the same as last week, but we'll go over it very, very quickly. You are earning Allied Supply 7 orb fragments from the daily free claim. You're earning milestone points from the Chaotic Storm raid. You'll clear that pretty simply. And then raiding with your Vigilante team at 5, 6, and 7 yellow stars will get you points as well. The known 3-to-play total is 375,160 points. And your to-do list to get that is each Alliance member needs to do 3 raids per day with the 2 reworked Vigilante characters. And you're going to want to do as many raid battles as possible in the Chaotic Storm raids. And you're going to want to go to the web store to collect the daily free claim. And basically that is going to get you all the way down to milestone 19, which is 2 Armory 20 orbs, which is quite good, especially if you are chasing for Professor Xavier like I am. And the math for this, as you can see, just one section of base difficulty Chaotic Storm gives you 46,900 points over the course of a day. So over your 6 days, you're going to more than cap out those points limit that is available. And that's just for one strike team. Remember, you have 3 of those strike teams. And your raiding with your Vigilantes are as follows. So we have 2 characters at 5, 6, and 7 yellow stars, definitely. And that'll be Electra and Punisher. You need to do 3 battles per day over the 6 days. Is going to give you 12,960 points, 17,280 points for your 6 yellow, and 25,920 points, and that'll give you that total at the front there. And our Allied Supply 7 orb fragments are still at 1,000 fragments per day. And one thing I do want to do whilst we are just taking a look is to have a look at the Intel store. So we can see here that we have the T4 ability materials in here, 5 for 11k. I don't think that seems very good. 60 L4 training modules for 21.6k of the Intel currency. That is more expensive than what it would cost to get from the Arena store. So that is quite a bit more expensive actually than what it would cost from the Arena store. If we were looking at the conversion rates, I think they were giving us 4-to-1 of the old, like with the currency, but currently that Intel currency is like nearly 10 times more expensive for the L4 training modules. We do have the Awakened ability, so Shadow King's passive is in here, so you can farm that up if you want to. There are brand new shards, Hit Monkeys in here, Silver Sable, Daredevil Modern, Havoc, Howard the Duck, Patriot, Falcon Joaquin, and Peggy Carter. So all 3 of the newest teams are in here. We have G20s. These are really good value for money, actually. 5 mini uniques for 40,000 intel is really, really good value for money. I haven't bought this one yet because I'm banking on getting more of the skill minis. That's what I need at the moment. We have some of the G19 stuff here. So that is also available and at very, very good value. And then the purple ISO crystals. 30k for those. I believe that's probably pretty expensive. There is also the Crimson Gear Raid Orb in here that you can pull. I would not recommend pulling those though. And then things that have changed over. So we have the Spotlight Raids, and you can see here that we are getting intel from the Spotlight Raids here. And also, you're going to be wanting to try and 100% complete this to get more of the intel here from this raid. And then in the Chaotic Storm raid, we are getting 300 here. But you are getting a decent amount, I think, per node. Yeah, so 150 per node. We'll just have a look at what it is if we go up the difficulties. So yeah, 150 per node with 300 as a bonus award. So 450 for a D5 node here. So that is also very, very good. I think we're going to be earning a lot of intel quite quickly here. Blitz. Now, Blitz battles currently are still giving you no currency at all. So the currency has gone completely. So you're not earning Blitz currency anymore. However, in the actual event itself, you have intel in the milestones here. So that is pretty damn cool. The Cosmic Crucible doesn't look like it's changed over yet for the currency. So what about Alliance War? So again, this still hasn't gone over yet into the currencies. So that is still obviously to be done. Wow, look at that Taskmaster save screen. All right, so that is it for this week's events and this month's Command Center event as well. Looks pretty simple. What do you think about the events? Do you think they are achievable? Why not let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from each and every single one of you. Don't forget, if this video has been of any help to you, please do consider giving it a like, maybe share it with some of your Alliance mates, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another BPG upload. And until next time, everyone, stay positive.